Hey, Queen B. Hey, Christina. I'm happy you got your notifications. Oh, speaking of that, I meant to share something yesterday because I came across a video yesterday that was talking about why a lot of people don't get notifications. And it's a setting that you have to apparently turn on in like your settings on your Google account now, that you have to even turn it on for channels that you're subscribed to on top of the notifications in your phone. So they like put it to a default settings that you stop getting notifications, so you have to go in and make the changes. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Stolt. Thank you to those who have hit the thumbs up so far. If y'all haven't already and y'all already rock with the butterfly gang, let's help keep the channel in the algorithm and hit the thumbs up on the video for me. You just have to click the 3 dots in the top right corner, and then you'll see the thumbs up button there, okay? Hi, Christina. Hey, Secrets Pool. How you doing? Hey, Steph. Look at the gang coming through. The gang is coming through today. I have a lot of channeled messages that came through, and then we're going to get to the cards. Y'all have an amazing day today, a good moon day. Happy moon day. Let me do a filter. Oh, no, I don't like that. Ooh, I like this. That's good. So you're having a great day. Puriana. It has been a pretty good day as well. Productive. Oh my gosh, very productive. I had like an explosive dream that helped me make some shifts that I needed to make. It answered like the final questions I had to something, so that was like the highlight of my day. Hey, V-Loved. Listen and won't, okay? What's that song? I've had some good days. I've had some hills to climb. I've had some weary days and some sleepless nights. But when I look around and I think it over, all of my good days outweigh my bad days. I won't complain. Come through, ancestors, okay. Yes, yes, yes. I'm happy everyone is doing well today. Everyone's in some good spirits. And if you came in here not really on some good spirits, when you leave out in some good spirits, okay? You leave it out on some good energy, because the messages that I got, the channel messages, they're good energy, you know. They're like really uplifting. It felt good to write them out. And I'm gonna let you know where it came from and where I knew I had to do it as like a live. And so I need confirmations most times to know like if it's a message that's like a message I'm supposed to, you know, some messages are just mine, right? And then I ask for a certain confirmation. for if it's like a collective thing, okay? And so the confirmation came today, and I shared the video in Discord with them or whatever. So I'm gonna share it in a second. But if you saw the video that I put in Discord, you know what I'm talking about. And so yesterday, I was in communication with an ancestor that I don't oftentimes communicate with. We're not a it's not a relationship that when she was alive that we had a good relationship, because she was very mean to us, you know. And so to have her come to me, and she's giving me like this cutthroat advice about some situations of saying, you've been being too nice. And she ain't saying like that. She said, you've been being too nice to these bitches. Okay. And revealing to me a lot of her whys and why she had such a angry spirit to her. It helped put some things into perspective for me. And so fast forward to today. I see this video, and it's a video of there is a cat chilling on the dashboard of a car, okay? And the cat is just chilling on the dashboard of the car, and a hawk swoops in like it's coming in to get the cat, okay? Because mind you, through the dashboard, it's just a clear windshield. So the hawk thinks it's going in to get the cat, and it gets met with the windshield. And it's like steady trying to go through the windshield, like, what's going on? And it's looking so confused, like, why can't I get the cat? Like, I'm the predator, that's the prey. I want the cat. Why am I not getting the cat? And the cat is just sitting there looking like, what's going on right now? Like, what's going on right now? And I instantly started feeling ancestor energy amongst the other channel messages that I wrote down. So this is just starting it off. And so the aspect of you've been cleaning your act up. You've been cleaning your life up. 2244. You've been cleaning your act up. You've been cleaning your life up. You've been cleaning up like your habits. You've been cleaning up just different things of yourself. The things that you said you were going to do, you have been doing them. That's the clean windshield, right? The clean windshield that made the hawk think that you were prey. Okay? Because the thing is that you have this clean shield of protection around you right now because of the energy you've been putting out. It's like you've been putting out these natural protective spell energies into the air, okay? Like you haven't been having to do anything to do it. It's like your energy is naturally a protective shield around you in the midst of like your ancestral work and all of that jazz, right? So with you cleaning up your energy, everything around you has been creating this shield of protection around you. So it's like every attack that may have been trying to come your way, you may be looking at it like, you know, whoa, but it doesn't touch you. It hasn't touched you. It won't touch you. Okay? And the reason for that is because of how much you have been working on self, how much you have been developing self, how much you have been in tune with self, that you have this energetic field of protection around you at this time. So the situations that in the past may have got you aroused up a certain type of way, the situations in the past that would have got you, you know what I'm saying, ready to nuck if you buck really quick. Because sometimes you do got to nuck if you buck, and that energy came, okay? But you don't have to always do that. Okay? You don't have to always do that. So in those situations where you may be thinking that you're in the territory of an enemy and that an enemy is going to get you and that an enemy is stronger, but you don't realize just how stronger your protection is around you. Nothing is stronger than you. And that confirmed another reading, like message that we did. It was a message, a live message that I was talking about in the aspect of remembering nothing is stronger than you. You're going to have that shield of protection there. Okay. So with that, these are the things that have been shifting that shifted you into this protection. Okay, so it's a few channeled messages that I have, and then we're gonna pull some cards. So we already got into the aspect you are so protected, and someone being fooled because they thought that, okay, someone may have known you for, you may have been very like ready to fly off the handle and all this other jazz, right? And so you may have went into a phase where you were just like, kumbaya, I'm doing yoga now, okay? And so it's like they wanted to see you back in that phase, or they thought they could come in and like get you triggered in some type of manner, but it didn't work. It couldn't work. It won't work. Okay? It didn't work. It couldn't work, and it won't work. So your ancestor energy is getting into the aspect of they were waiting for you to step up to the plate and stand up for yourself, both physically and spiritually. So you had to give up something or walk away from something or someone. You had to stand up for yourself and do something bold, okay? It's something very bold that you had to do that it wasn't expected by those around you. But also spiritually, when it came to you having to bet on yourself, you had to take some steps and like be like, you know what? I'm seeing the light. I see the light in all of this. I'm going to follow this light. Whether someone else doesn't see this light and understand this light, I feel this light. I know this light is real. Okay. And so your ancestral team was saying like they were waiting on you to step up to the plate and stand up for yourself, because you had to show that you had like the rigor. You were able to get through the rigor of the obstacle courses. Okay. Like you had to show that you could defeat the most difficult bosses. You had to show that you could defeat the most difficult situations, so that as you keep going and climbing, because those things are only going to appear to get bigger and bigger. As you get further and further up, you got to realize the opposite is going to be further and further on the opposite of that, of wanting to pull down, okay? Because unfortunately, still at this time, the more you go up, the fewer people are going to be at that same interest, you know what I'm saying, aspect, okay? So, it's like as you are ascending, you have this shield of protection around you that is supporting you in every step. They are supporting you in every step that you are taking at this time, okay? They're supporting you in every step that you're taking at this time. And the next thing they had was that everything is about to start flowing now. Now that you bet on yourself, now that, because you had to have like this final harsh reality wake up call. And that was actually, is right here where they had said you've accepted mistakes as divine shifts for better management next time. So you may have made a mistake and lost something, or acted out, or did something that you feel like may have like thrown you off, or I don't know, it's like you could have failed but you didn't fall. You're getting a new way of looking at something, a new way of attacking something. It's like it's giving a new energy of like, I'm hearing that dog, that monster inside of you, of making something happen. You get what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's a filter. Hey everyone that's coming in. Yeah, it's a filter. So this thing, this mistake, this whatever you did, okay, it's like it was this final wake up call that was just like, you know what? I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm in it. I'm in it. I'm in it to win it. I'm not stopping. I'm not backing down. I'm not questioning myself anymore. I'm not doubting myself anymore. I'm not listening to the naysayers. I'm not sitting here telling myself all the reasons on what can go wrong. I'm just telling myself all the things that can go well and all the things that will go well. That's the energy that you are in at this time. It's like whatever that final thing was, whatever that last thing was that you went through or that you did or whatever appeared to be a mistake. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't a mistake. It was meant to show you your path and now how to take what happened and that you ain't going back there no more. Okay? I'm hearing that song, I won't go back. I can't go back to the way it used to be. Okay? But it's also giving a vibe of you having more, something is causing you to have more structure. More structure. Because this structure is what's going to completely open all the doors in the manner that you seek. It's what's going to open the doors in the manner, okay? Period. So everything is about to start flowing. And this ancestor energy said, do not lose your dark. It brings balance that some people need. It brings balance that some people need. Sometimes you are going to encounter someone who is dark and you need to be the light of the light. Sometimes you're going to encounter someone who's super light, and they need a reality check. Okay? Do not lose your dark balance. You don't have an attitude problem. You know when to incorporate it in your communication and when to withhold it. Okay? You don't have a problem with showcasing your faces and how you feel. You just know how to have nonverbal communication. You're shifting those parts of yourself that you once were in a place of you were told that you had to stop or you shouldn't do, or it's not the best for you, but in reality, sometimes you need it, because sometimes people gonna be like that hawk and they gonna think they can play with you, okay? Oh, my hand. They think they can play with you, and you gotta let them know, play with your mama, not me. Okay? Go home and play with your pussy. Don't play with me. Sometimes you got to reach down in that bag with that Tabasco sauce and let it loose. Because sometimes people need to know just who they messing with. You never know who keep that thing in their bag. Okay? You never know who keep that thing in their bag. And you need to never forget that thing in your bag. You need to never forget that thing in your bag. And that's physically and spiritually. Two on the time. 222 on the time. Uh-oh. So you've defeated the triggers and you've overcome them. You can control them. You can control them now. They don't control you. The things that once triggered you, it's like you got into that space of understanding What about it triggered you? What about it had you feeling the way that you were feeling? Okay? So now you've gotten to that place to where you have overcome it. You control it versus it being able to control you and move you. So the things that used to trigger you, you can look at it, you can brush it off, and you can choose if you want to engage or not, versus you having that automatic response to engage. Your automatic response at this time is to assess the situation. It's to assess the situation. It's the situation that you need to be in. It's a situation that you want to be in. It's a situation, one, that you need to take action, or one that you just need to retreat. Because you're no longer at a space where you feel that retreating makes you appear to be weak. A lot of times retreating makes you look strong. You appear very strong. To be able to stop yourself from doing something that you really want to do while you boiling up on the inside, that takes strength. Okay? That takes strength. And all of this that you've been allowing yourself to just embrace and like authentically connect to. Like, because some of you all had noticed that sometimes you were your worst enemies. Sometimes you were the one who stopped yourself. You were the one who put that barrier there. And it's like you let the barrier go. You were the one who were judging yourself more than anyone else. You let it go. And since you've let it go, you literally are reaping. Right now, you are reaping the energy of that. Stay on that frequency. Because that release, when you release that trauma, those triggers, the things that used to have this strong hold on you, it feels like, I don't know if y'all have ever stood under a waterfall before, or just jumped in water. It just feels like it takes your it takes your breath away. It feels like that. Like something just coming in and washing it all away and taking your breath away. And they are so proud of you. Because once upon a time, you just really, these things really got to you, you know? And it's like they want you to really see how far you have come. How far you have come. How much you've grown. How much you've developed. How much you've grown, how much you've developed, how much you have literally evolved from situations that once had you stuck and you couldn't move. You have to sit with yourself and accept that you have been making strides according to the timeline on how you have been called to make strides. And those strides that you make, that you have been making, that's why you've been freeing yourself in the manner you've been freeing yourself in now. Because of those changes, because of those strides you've been making, because of your diligence, because you haven't given up, because you've been resilient, because you didn't stay down every time you fell down. You kept getting up. All right, let's get to the next. We already talked about that one. All right, so this new period of confidence that you're walking into is triggered by new environments and like this new attitude that you have towards life. So like whatever you've been doing and changing and adding into your daily routine, okay? It's literally exactly the things that you need. It's literally the exact thing that you need, and it's because of the new environment. It's like, you know how they say once you've been in a healthy relationship, you can't go back to a toxic one. When you're healthy, let's put it that way, okay? Because toxic people can't stand healthy relationships. They have to stay in toxic ones. So once you heal, right, and you get a taste of a healthy relationship, you can't go back to a toxic one because it doesn't appeal to you anymore. The things of that toxic relationship doesn't turn you on. It doesn't get you wet. It doesn't get you to any type of place. So since you have been in this state of healing, you have only been attracted to certain energies. Don't try to force old ones, okay? Because the thing of your confidence is because of the new environments and the new attitudes that you've had. Because of the new mindsets. Because of the new attitudes. So don't go back to the old with the new. It's not going to work, baby. Many try it and it doesn't work out. And that just comes with the aspect of human engagement and interaction in general. That one thing I was sitting with the ancestors on yesterday evening was just in the aspect of just the cycle of life in general, of the natural order of life. Everything has a predator and everything is prey to someone or something. That's the cycle of life. So the more we can accept that and see that as being the truth, it makes it easier for us to navigate where we are on the wheel. So you need to always know what would be considered prey, okay, to you with whatever you're doing. right? So it's like just keeping your eyes open, understanding the natural order of life, right? So what it feels like of what I'm hearing right now, because this is something extra coming in, is that the everything being positive vibes is a distraction, and it creates an unbalance of earth. The balance of earth and life is the cycle. Okay? It's the cycle. So what did they say on Lion King? I think it was the antelope eat the grass. Wait, the lion eat the antelope. Something when the lion died, go into the grass, and then the antelope eat the grass. Like the cycle of life. And with that cycle, don't get too caught up in how the cycle happens, right? So I'm hearing the aspect of like, you know how someone can get caught up on seeing a snake eat a mouse or something, right? And it's just like when you think about it, the snake deserves to live too. Like the snake is part of God's creation. Okay, the snake deserves to eat the same way the bear deserves to eat, the same way humans deserve to eat, the same way the birds deserve to eat. Like we all deserve a chance to live, and everything is the survival of the fittest. But the survival of the fittest it starts from here. And that's why there are certain people who are up here and certain people who are down here. Oh, this is some channeled stuff coming out right now, okay? Because this wasn't even written down. This is something else coming through right now. Of being in the survival of the fittest, when that's just what life is. So when we're sitting here mourning the ending and the death of something, or like it, so like what is being said, right? So ancestor energy never dies. It never dies. It recycles back into the ethers, into us, reincarnation, right? So when we are going against that process, we're going against the process of life, which is the process that Source Creator had created. So when we're going against what was created naturally, what are you saying? When we go against what was created naturally, we go against creation as a whole, and we're still missing the point. This is some stuff. I just got a piercing headache right here. Because humans, we will keep wrecking our brain over this cycle until we finally accept it as being a part of the cycle, and just know that it's important for us to choose what part on the wheel we want to play. And all of this is just needed to know what's going on around you and not be ignorant to what's going on around you. It's like, be aware. Don't be afraid. Don't be fearful, but just be aware. Because it's the reality of life and the cycle of life. Okay? All right, ancestors. Everything and everyone is going to have a time. So it's best to just experience. It's best to just experience. While you have life. That goes into the next point of, it's like building a brand. I had wrote down. So we're talking about experiencing life, going after the things that you really wanted to do. That's what this is all about. Many have been afraid to like jump out and just do the things they want to do, start the things they want to start, practice the things they want to practice, pick up the hobbies they want to pick up, because they've been taking something too serious. And I'm hearing, stop taking it too serious and just enjoy it. Stop taking it too serious and just enjoy it. And so it's something about you're building a brand. Create your brand and be its biggest fan and advertisement. So it's something that you're creating or showcasing in which you are your brand. You are your brand. Make sure whatever happens, you are your biggest fan. And you don't be afraid to advertise yourself. These companies be having their stuff up, marketing on everything, on every commercial, every influencer's IG. Post your stuff every day. Share your stuff. Put it out there. Put it out there. Be your biggest fan. Find new avenues to get it out there. Get smart with your marketing. Include it in your content, whatever you do. Props, whatever. But you need to be marketing and promoting yourself the same way that you would something else. Okay? So create your brand and be its biggest fan and advertisement. Keep this confidence, because this newfound confidence that you have, remember, it's from the changes you've been making in your life. So the lifestyle changes you've been adding. So think about what things have you added and took out of your life so think about when your life was just off the rails, right? And then think about how life is now as it's shifting, right? Do a compare and contrast and see what has changed, because you need to make sure you are aware. You need to make sure you are aware of you knowing what has shifted and what has changed in your life, so that you can make sure you don't sabotage them things, okay? Because some people can get to a place where they forget the value of something, of a practice, right? So say you used to meditate every day. All of a sudden you stop meditating and you wondering why you starting your day off stressed out. Do you still meditate every day like you used to? Okay. Did you add a habit back that you let go of? Okay. So it's like, just take stock and notice of what changes, because it can be easy to, you start feeling good, things going good, and you kind of lose sight of why those things. You get what I'm saying? So make sure you keep a hold on that. That's the one thing I'm hearing your ancestors say. Make sure you keep a hold on it. Okay? Keep a hold on that. That's one of your areas where you can sometimes fall off on consistency, I'm hearing, okay? So stay consistent. Stay consistent. That's your big thing. So what can you incorporate into your day-to-day to help you with consistency? Can you mention it to others? Hey, I need help with this. Okay? Is it setting reminders on your phone? Creating a vision board, having it up everywhere you see it? Turning off access to applications after a certain time on your phone? If you have an iPhone, you can set that up to where it can't be used after a certain time. So basically what the ancestors are saying is that keep activities and interventions in place to help you maintain this shift. Okay? Identify what activities, okay? This is homework. Y'all know I stay giving homework and my stuff, okay? That's the teacher in me, okay? Identify what activities you can do to keep the consistency, okay? Where can boundaries become stronger? Okay? I'm also hearing FOMO. FOMO is a culprit for somebody. Fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. Know that whenever you are working on what you're creating and doing, you're never missing out on anything. What's meant for you, you will be there when you need to be there. I'll show up when I show up. The event started at 6. Well, I got in a meeting until 6. So I'll see you at 6:37. If I'm not able to come at that time, then I just won't come. Okay? But I'm not going to change the time of my event to be to that one. Okay? Period. Period. Hey to all the butterflies that have come in. I've missed a lot of y'all from saying names and stuff, but hey, Pools. Thank you to everyone who's thumbs up the video. If you haven't already and you've been enjoying the message, you can click the 3 dots at the top of your screen, and then you'll see the thumbs up button there to be able to click it. Was there any more channel? All right, this was the last channel message, and we're going to get into cards.
Playing from Monica's iPhone 3.
More people will be seeking to get into your energy with this shift. Do not forget that. Remember your new boundaries. Remember your new boundaries. This is how a lot of people who aren't used to attention, this is how they typically get caught up. Okay? They typically get caught up because they're not used to getting attention. And then when they start getting attention, they don't know how to act. They don't have boundaries. Okay? They don't have boundaries. They start doing too much. They start going wild. They don't know how to act because they're not used to it. Okay? They're not used to it. Don't be like one of them. Don't act like you ain't never been somewhere nice before. Okay? And if you've never been somewhere nice before, it's time to start practicing. How do you practice? Start going. Start Googling. Look them up. Okay? But you are in a season of your life where you need to act like you done been somewhere before, both physically and spiritually. Okay? Act right. Act like you know. Because the ancestors mean a lot with this. Because when this attention start coming in, it can be overwhelming. Okay? To the point where it can make some people want to run back in the house. Okay? Or it can have you out here just indulging in all. Okay? So know the difference. I'm hearing strong. Know the difference. Know when to engage and know when not to engage. Know when to engage and know when not to engage is key in this entire situation. Because you're going to be in a hot commodity. Okay? It's more people who walk as if they are broken than there are those who walk in harmony. Okay? So those who don't have harmony, they seek harmony. But the thing is that although you seek something and crave it, it doesn't mean you know how to handle it. Okay? So just because everyone craves your energy doesn't mean that everyone is going to know how to handle your energy. You need to remember that. Okay? You need to remember it. Because that's what people be falling into traps with them relationships and stuff and potential. Okay? Potential. You don't date anyone on potential, baby. That's a fool's recipe. You may win and you may not. It's like the lottery. Is that something that you're willing to bet all your money on? Okay? Is that what you want to bet all of your money on? And remember, your money is your energy and your time as well. Is that what you wanted to go to? Okay? Because a winner's mindset is that you assess a situation and you look at the difference between a liability and an asset. And when something appears to be more of a liability than an asset, it's a no. Okay? If it is more of a liability than an asset, that is a risky investment. Okay? So no more potential. No more, oh, well, I could see. What you mean you could see? If you can't see it now, it's a no. Then it's a no. Child, because the reality is that when you are whole on your own, it's easy to be detached from others and other situations. Many people have a hard time with that because they have attachment problems. Attachment problems keep you attached to situations that you don't need to be in or worry about. So when it's easier, well, not when it's easier. It's easier when you have mastered the art of detachment. So as soon as you, identify a situation as being more of a liability than an asset, you don't have this lower attachment problem that you haven't fixed yet, where you're like, oh, well, you know, I can help fix you. We can work on this. I can see the potential in this situation. Do that if you want to. Because if you already whole by yourself, why would you get in a situation that's going to take more from you and your wholeness? You want to be connected to other whole energies. This is a new frequency. Okay? This new frequency don't go back to the ghetto and pull people out. And I'm not saying that as a way to talk about people in the ghetto. It's a symbolism that we use here on the channel when we talk about the estates. Okay? You don't go and just pull people from the ghetto and pull them into the estates. Okay? They got to learn how to act. Take it as it resonates. Get triggered if you want to get triggered. But the reality is that you act certain ways in certain spaces. Okay? Stop reaching back into the grimy of the grimiest. Well, I'm not saying stop. They're saying don't do it because you've already done. So we ain't going to say stop because you've already done it. Unless somebody on here hasn't. They still out here reaching back into the what's the name and pulling people out. This person one step from being a hobosexual. And you out here, oh, well, I can just add some extra motivation and show you that I care and show you how much I believe in you and your vision and your dreams. Anyone that you got to do that to, they don't really want it. They don't really want it. Okay? They don't really want it. Oh, well, if I love you enough, if I show you enough motivation, if I motivate you enough and I show you how much I care, we can sit here, we can go 50-50 and live life. I'm going to settle on what I really want. And we're going to make this work because one day, you a fool. And I'm not saying people who go 50-50 is a fool. What I'm saying is if that ain't what you wanted when you went into it, why would you go into it with that mindset expecting to one day not? You gambling with a liability. Can it happen? Yeah. Are the odds in your favor? No. Okay. Channel Jigsaw. Channel Jigsaw. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. If it was your passion, you'd be doing it. Period. Stop trying to add all this extra motivation to these people and stuff. They know what they doing. And if they really want it, they'll get up and change it and make it happen. Okay? Take that energy that you're trying to continuously throw into people and force it into them, and to force them to see their dopeness, force them to see their magic, force them to see how their negative thinking is affecting them, forcing them to, because every time you do that, you're taking it from your bank. Okay? There is an attitude of people who win, and there is an attitude of people who are the victims. And that's what keeps the balance of the world in life, okay? So if you are on your winning spectrum at this time, the balance of life is that there is someone else who is on the losing spectrum, okay? So every time you try to go to the losing side and pull all the losers with you and give them ribbons and shit that they're not trying to work for, what are you doing? And that's a metaphor. That is a rhetorical question, actually. Because if they were a winner, you wouldn't have had to go back to that circle to get them, okay? Because they already on the podium with ya. They on the podium with ya. Okay? Exactly. It's like a gas tank. And we always say that feminine energy is gas. Many people have not mastered the laws of polarity, okay? Thank you for bringing that back up for me, Pooh. When you master understanding the laws of polarity, you master this game and understanding people and life. So you have to realize you got people that you cool with, you around with, all that when y'all low together, right? Because y'all on the same end of the spectrum together right now. Y'all chilling on the same end of the spectrum. So although y'all chilling on the same end of the spectrum in this lower energy, there's another friend group on the other side of town in higher vibrational energy, right?